talking about teams in the West, the Mavericks are one of those teams that you guys have mentioned that you feel like they're in the bubble, because it's Luka and a bunch of guys, but maybe it's not because my man C Wood is coming into town. Christian Wood coming into town to go help out Luka. But according to Timcato from The Athletic, who covers the Dallas Mavericks, Jason Kidd has declared 4 starters already. Luka, Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, and JaVale McGee. The 4th starter is up for debate right now, but Timcato said that he's been told Reggie Bullock will be the 5th starter. That means Christian Wood is potentially coming off the bench in a 6-man role. How do you feel about this if that report is indeed true?
Okay, so they're basically running out 3 shooters and 1 big. No,
Dinwiddie shot 40% on catch and shoot.
Oh, yeah, no, I was counting Dinwiddie.
Bullock, Finney-Smith, and Luka.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Sorry. So they're because you know what I'm thinking of. Luka's the one, so I'm just whoever's around him. So 3 shooters and a center. Right. That's okay. So I know what I was saying. So they're okay. I would have liked. I feel like Christian Wood is a 4 as opposed to a 5. So I feel like next to JaVale McGee, he kind of would have been perfect in playing his actual natural position. But nonetheless, coming off the bench, making him earn it, I think that's something because Wood has coming into the league has been a bit of an ego guy. So I think him having to earn that role or even being a 6 man, I think that's huge. But I also think familiarity is something really important. And I think running out the guys that created success for you, for the most part, I think that's huge. You know, Spencer Dinwiddie would have been nice off the bench, could have been off the 6-man role, but nonetheless, the 2-point guard system worked for them last year, or the 2-guard system. So I think Dinwiddie starting is cool. You keep Reggie Bullock and Finney-Smith in for the defense type of defense. They hound those guys and they can shoot the ball. They create the space. And then JaVale McGee, he's a guy who's going to play 20 to 25 minutes, give you that rim protection, give you that lob threat. I feel like he's better than Dwight Powell, so that's perfect for them. So I'm cool with this lineup. You know, I think Jason Kidd proved a lot of people wrong last year, creating this team that is a great defensive team. Offense still needs work, but I think this team will be much better on the offensive end this year. So I'm cool with this role. You know, I think Christian Wood's going to be fine in his role. He's going to be what majority of us, not the other guy, but majority of us think he will be, which is just a really good player in a good situation next to Luka, not the whole all-star, all NBA garbage, not that.
He's getting starter minutes still.
He definitely can't get all NBA now coming off the bench. So it's
I never said all NBA. I said all-star caliber.
Well, all-star off the bench is still hard to do, but you know, this is cool for me because I feel like Dallas can go different ways with their rotation. So this is fine with me.
The reason why I have mixed emotions about this. So to benefit your point, Riv, why Wood coming off the bench isn't horrible is because you have him and Kleba, who over the past 2 seasons have both missed 45 games of combined over these past 2 seasons. So you want to make sure that Christian Wood's not under too much stress. His body's not being overworked. You're benefiting him by giving him less minutes and saving his body for when you need him most. But the reason why I would rather him start with this lineup is Dinwiddie, when he was a starter in Washington, showed that he really isn't the best starter. Let's be real. In that bench role, we really saw Dinwiddie seize the opportunity and thrive. We saw it with Brooklyn. We saw it again with the Mavericks. And of course, he's playing next to Luka Doncic, which makes things a lot simpler. But the lineup of Luka, if you really want to throw Reggie Bullock in the starting lineup, that's fine. But where's Tim Hardaway? That's my question, really. Tim Hardaway has been a consistent ball player for the Mavericks for years on years. And we saw him obviously get injured, but Tim Hardaway is one of those guys that I would plug in at that 2 and not even think twice about it. You have Dorian Finney-Smith at the 3. You put Christian Wood at the 4, and you run JaVale at the 5. The reason why that works is because you can stretch the floor with Christian Wood. And Riv, you said it perfectly. He can play the 4. And JaVale McGee, he showed it last season. He was great in his role with the Suns. And JaVale could be that you could swap Christian Wood or JaVale, really doesn't matter. But I feel like that lineup works best because you have great rim protection and you have someone at the 4 with great size who can stretch and allow Luka to still do what he needs to do to facilitate that offense.
I think that with Christian Wood, I'm not mad at him, honestly, coming off of the bench. Really, to some of y'all's point, which is really just you already kind of built a winning culture over here. You know, Jace Kidd's done an incredible job. I would
100%.
like to see Tim Hardaway Jr. at that shooting guard position because we've seen him there for 3, 4, 5 years. How long has it been now? Like, it seems like he's been there forever. But the thing also that I look at with Christian Wood is 6'10", he can stretch the floor. He's always been an incredible talent, honestly, and he can play the 4. But the biggest thing that I always look at with him is, he's a very talented basketball player, I think. Do I think he's all-star level? No, not at all. But all of the high-level playing that he's done has been on losing organizations.
True.
Losing franchises. Then he started off with Philly and with their, summer league teams and all that back when Ben Simmons came around and Jeremy Grant. And then he was over with Detroit. And I think that's where he kind of really stuck in the league. Detroit was always stinking it up. And now he's over at Houston where, he got paid his contract and he's really been over there just putting up shots and, I guess getting drunk in his free time. So, yeah. Oh, it's beautiful, beautiful life. But So when I look at him going over to Dallas, what I say is this is a very talented basketball player. He could definitely immediately help Dallas in a lot of different ways, stretching the floor, guarding multiple positions, and really fitting in to what Luka wants to do. But do I really know that he is somebody that can fit into a winning environment? Will we get the same Christian Wood if he's not going to get all the opportunities that he's used to getting? So really, it can go either way. If Christian Wood was starting, I wouldn't be mad at it, but I think I like him better coming off the bench, at least for now. And maybe when we get around the midway point of the season, we can reevaluate, change some stuff around with the lineup. I like Spencer Dinwiddie coming off the bench as well. But we'll just have to see how it goes. But I'm not mad either way. I would have him come off the bench to start the season, though.
Listen, HP, I'm glad you came on the show today.
Let's hear it. Before you say something, let me just go and say your curls are beautiful.
Thanks.
Curls are beautiful. All right. Like, I see what you got going on. I wish I could do the same.
This isn't a dispute with you.
All right.
It's a dispute with everybody who's undermining Christian the Woodman.
Did you call Christian the Wood?
The Woodman.
The Woodman.
The Woodman.
My girlfriend ain't even called me that. Jeez. That's an incredible man.
Christian Wood has been disrespected. Timcato wrote this article, and I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He said in it that it's not his opinion that Christian Wood won't start. It's what he's reporting, that what he's been told is that he won't start. Now, who am I to question Jason Kidd, legendary Hall of Fame point guard, one of my favorite players ever? I'm not one to question Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd's a mastermind. But I do believe it'd be a mistake if he wasn't starting Christian Wood. Now, is that at the center? I don't know. Is that at the power forward spot? I don't know. One of the two, either one works with me. But in the Athletic article that Timcato wrote about Christian Wood, he referenced his colleague's article, Seth Partnow, in his tier rankings of top players in the NBA. And of course, he's his colleague, so he respects him. But Seth Partnow, what he did to Christian Wood is inexcusable. And it's something he did to RJ Barrett last season when he didn't have RJ as a top 125 player in the league.
Damn. Seth
Partnow left Christian Wood off of his top 125 players in the league while having players like Dorian Finney-Smith, Maxi Kleber, and Dinwiddie make it. Christian Wood is closer to top 40 than he is 125.
Oh, yeah.
I stand on that.
I can make that make sense. I can make that.
That's facts.
Top 40?
He's closer
to top 40 than 125.
He's a top 50 player in the league for sure.
Oh.
I don't know about top 50, but I can see him being closer to 45 than 120. Okay, it makes sense to me. I was thinking like you were saying he's top 40. You were saying, you know what? I don't know.
The reason why this doesn't make sense to me is because Christian Wood is the perfect pick and roll, pick and pop partner for Luka.
100%.
He can stretch the floor. He can roll. He has very long arms, 7'3" wingspan at 6'10", 6'9". So he has the ability to swat shots and contest, although he hasn't given his best on the defensive end so far, but he's been with horrible teams that really, when you're not in a winning situation, most players don't play defense in those situations.
Facts.
The Dallas Mavericks were one of the best defensive teams last year with the starting lineup of Brunson, Luka, Finney-Smith, Kleba, Bullock at times, and then Dwight Powell at the 5. So do I think that defense would drop off much if the lineup is Luka, Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, Bullock, and Christian Wood? I don't. I think McGee is better suited off the bench if you're asking me personally. And I think the scoring will be there still. Defense will be there still. The Dallas Mavericks last season were 24th in points per game and 15th in offensive rating. It's clear they need more offense than defense at this point. That doesn't mean they're a completely small team because Dinwiddie's a 6'6" point guard. Luka is 6'8". Finney-Smith is 6'8", 6'6" to 6'8". Bullock is 6'6" to 6'8". Christian Wood is 6'10". That's not a small lineup. What you're giving up 2 inches from going to McGee to Wood, which isn't that big of a difference when every other position on your team is taller. With Christian Wood being with this lineup, I think the offensive upside is enormous, which is why I'd personally go with that. And I don't know what it is with this Christian Wood slander that's been happening. I understand he played for the Houston Rockets, but this guy is a winning player. And I have no doubt that whatever role Jason Kidd throws at him, if he wants him to go give the players water, Christian Wood is going to embrace that role because he is tired of the narrative around his name being that he doesn't contribute to winning basketball. And this year that's going to change. And I don't care what Timcato was told. I believe he will start day one.
What do you mean by winning player?
He will do whatever it takes to win.
Well,
Has he done so yet?
No, you said he was a winning player. So what I'm trying to figure out is where.
No, he will show he is a winning player.
So is he, or he'll show it?
He will show it.
So he's not right now.
He hasn't been thrust in a situation that calls on him to
Well, that's what happens when you're
unleash that dog that he has.